Alright, I have my own shop on Etsy. It's called Zenbello. So if you want to go to it, it's zenbello.etsy.com. On it, I sell hair extensions, but mainly dread extensions. I do dread double-ended or single-ended extensions in falls, and I can do, candy cane or transitionals or whatever. They look like this. This was an order I just got a few weeks ago. A bunch of long double-enders. So, I thought I'd do a tutorial, show people how to make them, because that's how I learned how to make them, was through videos and the internet. So, today I'm just going to show you how to make basic single-ended dread extensions. Alright, next up you're going to need materials, and obviously the most important one is the hair. It's not real hair, it's actually called Kanekalon, hence synthetic dreads. And it has to be Kanekalon. Anything else, just like plastic or anything, will melt and it won't work right. So, Kanekalon. And you can order this from ikickshins.net. Here's the tag. Yeah, they're really cool and they have an awesome name. When you go there, just click on the braiding hair link, and it's like the first option of hair it gives you. It's like $3.75 a bag or something. It's not that bad, and you get like, I'd say seven or eight dreads for a bag. Obviously they're fuller than this. I've used a bunch of it on my last order. Oh, and you're gonna need a hanger. Well, you don't need one, but I think these are the easiest to use. You can improvise however you want. These hard plastic ones, I'm telling you, are a lot better than metal ones because they don't bend as easy. And a comb. White tooth ones so you can back comb. Again, I like the thick plastic because it doesn't bend and it seems more durable. And you're going to need scissors, obviously, so you can trim them to however long you want. Also, little rubber bands or hair holders can be helpful with the single-ended ones. You don't need them. I don't have any, so I'm not going to use them, but I'll tell you later how you can use them if you want to. Okay, the first process in making dreads is backcombing. It's also the biggest pain in the butt when you're first starting out, but you'll get it. This is where the hanger comes into play. You're just going to want to step on it. And like I said, you don't have to use the hanger. You can use a doorknob or pretty much anything you can wrap a dread around, but I like this method because I can sit on my butt and it's easier. So you're gonna have to fold the dread in half, so make sure before you cut it that it's twice as long as you're going to want it to be. And then take it, put it over the hook of the hanger, and if you have little elastics or little rubber bands or whatever you want to call them, I would recommend using those. Just put them right here so you got your loop and it's like a big ponytail, because it makes the dread look a lot cleaner. Otherwise, if you don't have those, just take it and tie a knot, and that'll make your loop. And if you tie it, you might have to move a little bit. I always end up having to do that to make the sides even. And then make sure that the loop is big enough that you can put your hair through, but it's not so big that it's going to look weird. And then you're going to take your comb and rat tail it or back comb it, whatever you want to call it. And basically you just need to tangle it all up, and you're going to want the front to be thicker than the back, just because it looks better. Let me scoot my camera back a little bit. There. And you're going to get a whole bunch of knots and thicker parts and thinner parts, and that's okay. Just, you can either comb out the thicker parts or pull them out and then just start over. And after a few times of doing that, I've noticed the hair responds better and it'll shape easier. So if you get a big knot or something and you can't stop doing that, it's fine. Just keep, it's not ruined. Just comb it back out and try again. I know when I first started making dreads, this was the part I never thought I'd get, because I would kind of not try very hard on it and then go straight to ceiling, and then they wouldn't turn out very well or they'd be lumpy. So this is the most important part. Even though it's tricky, just practice at it, you'll get better. See, like that, just comb that back. So yeah, you should be trying to get a good shape to them. And when you're done, this is not done, but for the sake of time we're going to pretend it is. It should have a good, it should be thick and then it should be thin. And it should be a lot thicker than you're planning on it being, because when you go to twist this, this is all going to get tight and it's going to shrink down. And so it is going to be smaller, so don't panic if it's huge. And yeah, you should have this fuzzy monster looking thing when you're done. Okay, so we're going to take the dread that we've backcombed and put it through the hanger again. This is where the hanger comes in handy again. You could just use your hand, but I think it's a lot easier to do it this way. So then you twist it. Okay, I'm going to twist it over here. There's more room. Alright. And I kind of like to pinch it and pull back on it when I twist it because it makes it a lot smoother. And then we're going to come back over here, and as you can tell, there's a lot of steam coming out of here. That's when you need to wait for it because that's when it works, obviously. And I need to give Lustful Locks credit for this one, the tea kettle method, because that's where I learned about it from. And this isn't the ideal teapot because the lid here doesn't really have anything to smooth it out with, but I got it for like 15 bucks at Pomona, so it works. So you take the dread and put it over the steam, and I don't know if you can tell there, if Afton will get a close-up of the dread, it kind of twists itself, and that's how you can tell it's working, because that's sealing and making it stay in place. You can back up now. You can twist it more, and then it should stay that way. And if not, like right here, that's usually a backcombing issue. You can take the comb and backcomb, but for the sake of time, I'm going to keep twisting it. And there it goes, twisting itself, it looks like. So hopefully it works good this time. And this is the process of making dreads that is the longest. Dreads aren't hard to make once you figure it out, but it's really repetitive and it takes a lot of time, and that, I think, that is where the biggest majority of the price comes from. So, you just keep working your way down the dread. It's a lot of help if you have somebody that'll hold the end of it for you, or, as I like to, you can just stand on the hanger again and pull and twist. You want to be careful on the ends too, because on the ends, I've noticed, is where I burn myself the most. Give yourself enough room that you won't hit the steam, obviously. If you want them tapered, which I like to do, then just keep going. And it's really thin at the bottom, and then you grab your scissors. And you see this crappiness at the bottom here, you want that gone. So you cut it off where it's sealed out last, and you have your dread that I need to backcomb, so I'm going to twist so we can pretend that we get the actual picture here.